Hi and welcome. I'm Jason Barnard. I'm the Brand SERP guy, and I wanted to share with you today what we're now calling the tipping point for Brand SERP optimization and knowledge panel management. And we appear to have hit that tipping point with Kalicube. The tipping point is when adding information to your knowledge panel, creating knowledge panels for related entities, and managing your Brand SERP becomes very, very, very simple and reasonably fast and very reliable. This tipping point is when Google has really understood the brand's ecosystem, truly understood who they are, what they do, and which audience they serve, what it is they're offering. And here I'll just go through Kalicube. Over here, we've still got this Google My Business. We're working on dominating that with our knowledge panel. Certainly we're not there yet, but we're definitely on the way, because here we have a Kalicube knowledge panel, which has been triggered and is managed entirely without any Wikipedia or Wikidata. I made the mistake of creating a Kalicube page on Wikidata. The Wikidata page was deleted, so the knowledge panel was deleted, and rebuilding that knowledge panel has taken me a year. Now here, as you can see, we have the description from the entity home, and the entity home here, if you look, is in fact the about page for Kalicube. This is what we recommend. As I said, this took a year. It takes longer than to have the entity home on the home page here. So that's point number one. Point number two is these images. We have a great image bank at Kalicube. We've been working on that for a long time. We push out images in a very sustained and consistent manner, and you can see here that Google represents that incredibly well all down our Brand SERP. Next point is here we have videos we made about ourselves, presenting our products, presenting our offers, and Google has absolutely been enthralled by them, may I say, and now includes them on all of our Brand SERPs. That gives us immense control. And when you think about it, this is simply very helpful, very useful information for our audience when they're Googling our brand name. It gives our audience a choice of how to interact with our products and services. Now it's worked. This seems very obvious. I don't understand why we didn't do it before. We did this, as you can see, a month ago, and Google is very, very, very happy. The YouTube channel, very active, a great deal of engagement. That brings a lot of value to our Brand SERP. And then you can see here related searches. It understands Kalicube Tuesdays. It understands which videos refer to Kalicube Tuesdays. That's immense. I would argue that Kalicube Tuesdays is a tiny sprout of knowledge now in Google's mind. And we will have a knowledge panel for Kalicube Tuesdays, I hope, in a few months. But then we can see here, it knows our offers, Kalicube Pro, Kalicube Academy. It recognizes that we coined the term entity home. We have a partnership with Authoritas. We work on Google Knowledge, and we have a local business schema markup generator. This is and a knowledge graph explorer for that matter. This is incredibly precise and incredibly well focused. So that's point number one. Now if we go through to Kalicube Tuesdays, see more. There you go. We have the rich site links, we have the videos, once again our own presentation, the upcoming videos, the most recent video here. Then we have the YouTube channel, and it's actually the YouTube channel of Kalicube. I would rather it had been the playlist from Kalicube Tuesdays, but maybe we can get that to work. But as you can see, this is very, very representative. Then back to Kalicube Pro. Here we have the platform. It's understood this is the platform. It's understood that this is the company. So we're doing very well so far. Then we've got all these images, very, very, very consistent. Still, we've got the Kalicube Google My Business. But here the results are all about the software, except this one, which we just need to clean up. We've got great reviews. That's reflects incredibly well on the platform itself. Next, we go to the Kalicube Academy. This is recent. This is only 4 or 5 months old. As you can see, once again, our own video ranking there, our explanation here. We also have that same video from Vimeo, which is great. And images, once again, very consistent. All of that absolutely delightful. So I'm incredibly pleased about that. Then if we go to Jason Barnard, as an associated entity, I've been able to leverage myself to Kalicube, and if we go back here, we're researching. It says organizations founded, Kalicube, click on that, and there, this now appears. So we have this understanding as well in Google's brain, which is incredibly positive. Once again, my own brand SERP is representative of who I am, what I do, and which audience my content is addressed to. And the overall feeling I get is that every time now we add something, Google understands it very, very quickly. The podcast too, that's definitely linked to me. It's now linked to Kalicube. We've got the Jason Barnard podcast. You can see immense understanding from Google through every single entity, and that they're all interconnected, and that this content that we're producing and the understanding that we've got into Google's mind is incredibly powerful. And all of that is using what I call the Kalicube process, which is entity home, corroboration, signposting. And that is how we work at Kalicube, and how we've worked to get our own entity identities fully recognized by Google and demonstrate and absolutely nail the relationships between those entities, Google's understanding of who we are, what we offer, and which audience we serve. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.